listening to Flush Your Fat for Good with Jackie and Dr. Vicky, only on LA Talk Radio.
Hey, we are excited that our buddies are joining us. You guys always hear us on the phone calls. Now you're going to be able to have a chance to look at us and see that we actually are people over the phone talking to you. And I want to thank you for joining us. This is Flush Your Fat for Good. My name is Jackie Paget Baird.
And I'm Dr. Vicky Arcady.
And we have our guest, Cathy Castelazo, we're going to introduce to you a little bit later. But for right now, I want for the newbies that have been on this lifestyle for a short period of time, for the oldies that have been on this lifestyle for about 4 years, and for you looky-loos that are wondering, is this the lifestyle for me? I just want to explain a little bit about what it is. We call it a lifestyle for a lifetime. What that means is it's not a 30, 60, 90-day program. This is actually health by design, not by default. In other words, default is, you got packaged foods, you got a microwave dinner, you're going to go through McDonald's, you're going to quickly pick up this, pick up that. No, this is a lifestyle in which you know how to feed yourself according to biochemistry and physiology. And we focus on digestion, absorption, and elimination. Now, this is important because just to lose fat or lose weight equals bone and muscle as well. We want you to lose fat, and we want you to increase your lean muscle mass and bone density. So to eat a specific way that is going to enhance the optimal digestion of your body so that you can absorb all the nutrients to feed all parts of your body, to build, repair, and maintain the integrity of your bone, blood, tissue, organs, hormones, and then to have proper elimination, which you'd be surprised so many people don't. That's what this lifestyle is about, right?
Right.
So I want to kind of just give you the overall view of what this was about when we started 4 years ago. And when we introduced Cathy Castelazo, she's the reason for all of this, and we'll explain why. But I want you all to know that we love our buddies. We have a private Facebook room, and we call them buddies. We have coaches, over 100 coaches.
Don't forget our website.
And our website, flushyourfatforgood.com. But everybody on this lifestyle program, we call them buddies because we're in this together. So we have certain segments that we want to share with you. One of them is talking about Cathy and how we all got started on this. But right about now, the one segment we want to share with you, and we do on our phone calls, but now we're going to be doing them on our podcast, is called Did You Know That? Now, did you know that? That's what somebody else, did you know that? This is a great time for you to learn something. You learn something new every single day, and I love that because then we can share with people, and you guys can share things out to other people. And we have a section on our website that says the hub of knowledge. That's because there's a lot of things that commercially, when people are advertising commercially, they're not going to share with you the things that are really important about your health. They're just going to say, lose your weight and feel good and look good. Well, this is more deep than that. I always ask, how old do you want to be when you take your last breath? So to look good in your coffin isn't our interest, right?
No, it does you no good.
We want you to look good, feel good, and live as long as you want to, because life is to be lived. So let the living begin. So this segment, Did You Know That? Dr. Vicky is going to go through this segment with some always pearls of wisdom and interesting things that you might not ever read about, but very important.
Well, I wanted to talk to you about today, which is something that we are very passionate about, and we want to bring awareness to it, is Globesity, which is global obesity. And Obesity is the epidemic, and globesity is the pandemic of the world, meaning it's not going to go away anytime soon. The United States of America is #1 in the world for obesity. And it's been estimated that 30% of the population in 2017 globally was obese. This is not good. And the red flag for obesity is 20 pounds over fat. A lot of people, say, "Oh, I'm only 20 pounds over fat, or overweight," but that is too much to be overweight. It's linked to around 40 health conditions, being just 20 pounds overweight. So if you are 20 pounds overweight, we want you to take a look at yourself and try to become healthier. And that's the whole reason why we're doing this. We want people to stay healthy, be healthy, and live to play with their grandchildren and do the things they want to do, upright and actively. And all you have to do is get the fat off. Now, there's something that I'm sure most people out there have never heard of, and this has been around for a few years and talked about, but I'll venture to say that most of you never heard your doctor talk about it, and that's a condition that affects 30 to 90% of people who are individuals who are obese. And the name of this condition is non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, or NAFLD. And 30 to 90% of the obese, anybody obese, will have this. The big problem with it is you don't know you have it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go for your blood work, the only way you might want to see it, or you could see it, is if your liver enzymes were elevated. And I read a study today that said that if you have NAFLD, this is a fatty liver condition that alcoholics get, or people who abuse alcohol, except you're not drinking alcohol. You're just simply overweight. So this is very serious, and most of these people will get type 2 diabetes, and it's linked also to serious cardiovascular disease, which we don't want that. Now, 20% of those with NAFLD, or non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, 20% of these people will have NASH, or NASH, which is non-alcoholic steatohepatitis.
Mm-hmm. Good Lord.
I'm sure all of you out there have heard of hepatitis.
Mm-hmm.
This is liver cell damage. It's liver cell damage, and it can be linked to cirrhosis, severe liver disease. Cirrhosis is hardening of the liver. More severe liver disease, and liver cancer. And you don't know you have it. That's scary. I think it's scary. And you want to hear another statistic?
Yeah. Hit us with the
24%, as of 2018, 24% of the world population has non-alcoholic fatty liver disease.
20%?
24%. That's a quarter, almost a quarter of the world population.
Good Lord. Mm-hmm.
So we're looking at something that is, I would call it another silent killer, because you're not going to be functioning well. It will take a toll on you eventually. I mean, your health will decline. I tried to see today the long-term effects of it, and the only thing I found was the type 2 diabetes and the cardiovascular disease. But it's just not good to have your liver fatty. It's just not good. I mean, especially when you're not enjoying yourself by drinking and getting drunk every night.
Right.
So I don't know.
And then you don't care.
I don't know that that's very good. But we want to educate you on this show, because that's what I did in my office for 30 years. I like to educate everybody, because when you have the knowledge, you know what to do with it, and you know how to take care of yourself. We don't want to have to keep sitting here telling you what to do and how to do it. We want you to put 2 and 2 together so that you can manage your own life.
Right. So did you know that? That's really cool info.
I didn't
That's
mean
great.
for it to be terrible news, but you know what? We're very serious about this.
Yeah, we're on a
Jackie
mission.
and I, we're this is life and death for us. And you know, I have a personal experience with my mom. I was a victim of a mother who was obese her whole life after children, and it trickles down to the kids, and it's just very sad, and it's dangerous, and the diseases linked to it are just not good, and it's totally avoidable.
Yeah, we're on a mission. This was given to me through divine intervention. And I just want to go over the pillars really quickly, and then I want to explain to you how this all came about. Many of you guys know, you have seen us before on some videos. You've listened to us on phone calls. You've seen us on stage. But for all you newbies and looky-loos, as we call you, we really want you to understand that this is not a diet. The first 3 letters in diet is die, D-I-E. It's not a 30, 60, 90 days, you know. You're going to try to get the weight off before that wedding or that birthday party or the holidays. That's not what this is about. And many people usually have about 3 sets of clothes in their closet, all in about the color of gray and black. Different sizes.
Yep.
Okay, this year I think I'll be in the this and the that and whatever.
You know, girls and guys also. Guys do too.
Well,
They're not
actually, the biggest problem with the guys, and I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, because
nobody cares about them.
No, and no one talks about them.
Right.
And the men are just as miserable as the women, and
Right.
they're out there. The men are.
But they don't always know what to do. The women
No,
talk
and
amongst each other.
They're trying to be tough, you know, and they don't ask for help, and they don't
Right.
reach out.
So Flush Your Fat for Good is based on 8 pillars, and we practice these 8 pillars we call to a T, okay? We have the pillars that you will be able to find out in our workbook on Flush Your Fat for Good in the storefront, and you'll be able to see our membership levels. And we all want you to go to the VIP level because you'll be able to see Dr. Vicky and myself in about 23 different videos. Some of them are amazing because you'll find us behind in the kitchen, which is not really been my forte, but it is now. And we're also being interviewed as to how did this whole thing come about. Because what happened was when I started putting this whole thing together, the pillars, we put you through these 8 steps that if you follow it to a T, along with the support and accountability, we start off with nutritional ketosis. We do food combining. We talk about that. We do low glycemic eating. We do Nutrify, which is a real word. That's nutrifying. That's actually supplementation. Look it up. It's in the dictionary. Detoxing, because when you're losing fat, you're going to lose toxins in the fat cells, and when they break open and they leave, you're going to be detoxifying those toxins. Flushing. This is Flush Your Fat for Good.
Cran flush.
Yep. We drink what's called a diluted cranberry juice, and we drink about 3 of these, 81 ounces. And that's why it's not Slush Your Fat. Kathleen, if you're listening, I don't like that. Flush Your Fat for Good. For good means for good, for the good of your health, for the good of your family, for good riddance. And then we have exercise and sleep. You have to go through all of this. And it's not kill yourself in the gym for 4 hours lifting weights. So we discuss that. And then support and accountability, because that's why we call you buddies. Anybody that's with us, you're a buddy. And we have coaches, and you're not doing this by yourself, okay? We're all in this together. And it's a community. We have a private Facebook page, which we'll tell you a little about later. And in this private Facebook page, people say it's like coming home.
Yeah.
It's like the neighborhood, you know?
Incredible
They're coming
community.
back, and
neighborhood.
they're safe. People are putting pictures of themselves in their bra and underpants, you know. We're like, all right, that's great. You know?
Facebook allows it.
But they're so, I mean, it's heartwarming and it's inspiring because they're so happy they've tried everything else.
And it's totally private.
Totally
a lot of
private.
people are afraid of that, but you know, I will admit you in there, or Jackie
Right.
will, or we have a couple other people.
There's recipes, there's people asking questions because we want you to own this. We're not your gurus, we're your guides. And we're going to show you how to do this, and we're going to be with you every step of the way. And it's just a place to meet some incredible people. People say, hey, anybody live in Indiana, South Bend? Anybody live in, you know, Wichita, Kansas, or whatever? Somebody was looking for somebody in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. Something like that. It's like Moose Jaw. Yeah. So how this came about, the reason why we have Cathy with us, and we dragged her over here today, is because it's all her fault.
It is.
Always. I'll own it.
She's small but mighty.
Yeah. I had a family tragedy that was pretty debilitating. And Cathy, even though she's kind of small, is like dynamite, and she was the one to help me through this family tragedy. And when it was all over, I was so grateful. But then it was something that allowed me to sleep through the night. You know, when you're troubled, when you're worried about a family situation, when you can't get it out of your head, you know, you're laying there sleeping. It's like, oh my God. And you're doing everything in your power to make
Stress. It's called stress.
Somebody to live.
Yeah.
So finally, things brightened up, and I was able to sleep through the night after about 3 years. And then, literally, true.
Yeah.
And I woke up, and I was like, oh my God, what a good night's sleep can do for you. This is, oh God, thank you, God.
And peace of mind.
Yeah. And I walked into the bathroom, and I looked at myself.
I sent you that picture. I sent you a picture.
Yeah, well, the picture that I saw in the mirror was like, oh, hell no. Are you kidding me?
That was the picture.
That was the tragedy right there. I'm like, are you kidding me? What? I mean, where have you been for 3? Oh, yeah, I remember where I've been for 3 years. I had about 45 to 50 pounds on me. You know, you just don't think about it because you're eating erratically, you're stressed. Stress puts on cortisol.
And you've never been that heavy, except when you were pregnant.
Right. Well, I'll take that heavy.
But I'm saying you never had that kind of weight on you, ever.
No.
I mean, I've known you
no.
30 years.
I didn't recognize myself
No.
when I looked in that mirror.
It's shocking.
So look, that was something that was very disturbing to me. And I think what was happening is that I had to determine what I was going to do. So I started walking around the house. I started talking to myself. And I started going in from room to room to room. And really, I was talking to myself, but really what I was doing was talking to the Lord. I was talking to God. And I was saying, God, dear God, this has got to get off me, like now. Because I know, like what Dr. Vicky just said, 20 pounds over fat is linked to, it's really like 23 health conditions, but even
it's
more.
a lot.
Yeah, and I knew I was in trouble. So I'm walking around and I'm like burning holes in the carpet, and I don't even have carpet. So I went into the kitchen and I'm like, I got to eat something, but what is it going to be? I know about dieting. I don't want to starve. I don't want to be hungry. I don't want to be stressed out. I don't want to be weakened. So then I opened up my pantry door and I'm like, Lord, I want this fat off like yesterday. And just then a voice came into my head, my ear right here, and said, Jackie, you know exactly what to do. You've known it all along. And then I looked back, and I'm like, who's in my kitchen? And I kid you not.
Was it man or woman?
No, it was a man. It was not my mother, I'll tell you that. Yeah. And just then, it was the whole Flush Your Fat for Good was downloaded into my brain. And I turned around and I started performing it. I started doing it. I started eating a specific way that was amazing. And all of a sudden, I was feeling great. Things were happening for me. And about a week later is when Cathy comes into the house, into my house, and she starts saying, well, you walked into the house and I was doing the dishes, right?
Yeah.
And what'd you say?
I said, what are you doing? What are you doing? And this is a matter of like seven
Closer.
days.
There you go.
Not
Get
used
a
to
little
this.
closer there.
I'm not
Kath.
used to this right now. So it was.
You're doing fine.
Yeah, but when you said, what are you doing? I said the dishes.
Yeah, but right, you were doing the dishes, but it was like I automatically, because I do fat loss also, and I do detoxification, and I help people lose weight, and I have really great programs. So I told Jackie, when all this was said and done, I said, Jackie, you got to get on my program. You have to get on my program. And she goes, so I didn't see her for a while. No, about a week.
Mm-hmm.
About a week.
About a week,
And
2 weeks.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I come in, I go, what are you doing? And she's, I'm doing the dishes. I said, what are you doing? Because her weight loss was so, her fat loss was
Right.
so rapid, but her face and everything about you was popping. When people lose weight really quickly, they get depleted. They get that gaunt look. Their color goes away. Their liver's not working good. Their eyes are becoming bloodshot. And when I'm seeing vitality and weight loss, I was like amazed. Then I would,
Well,
Yeah.
then she's telling me, you know, I have clients. You get clients ready for the red carpet, right?
I get pretty,
Yeah,
yes.
the celebrities and things like that. She says, you got to put this on paper for my clients. You know, that's not what I want to do.
No.
No. So she says, no, you have to put this on paper for my clients. I'm telling you right now. And I said, no, I'm not doing that.
She would refuse to do it. And every week that I would come over, she was getting tinier and tinier and tinier, more beautiful. Her skin and everything, because your skin's, you know, your major organ. Her skin was just like getting taut and tight and rosy. And I was, Jackie, you have to do this. She goes, I'm not doing this. I go, you have to do this for my clients. Please just write it down. Just write a little bit down, and I'll go in there and perfect it.
Right.
'Cause
So
it-
then
yeah.
I did it. I gave it to her, and then she was having amazing results with her clients, right?
Amazing.
Everything, even their vital signs,
Everything.
all was going
Lab
good.
work got better.
Lab work was amazing. Everything was just holistically coming back
Improving,
together.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so then she comes up with the bright idea, oh, Jackie, you know, I have clients all over the country. I really need for you to put this on a website. I'm like, oh, no, we're not doing that. And she goes, no, you don't understand. If it's on a website, it's so much easier. We got to do this. Well, anyway, okay, a couple weeks later, it's on a website. And I'm like, I don't know what an HTML
With carpal
is.
tunnel syndrome.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, she worked hard. She worked so
I'm
hard.
trying to do this because it's changing people's lives.
Yeah, so
And I'm like, you know what? This is divine intervention. This is supposed to be for people. And she's got the name of your company is what?
Bear wraps.
Right? Bear Wraps.
CAREWRAPS. Bear
Bear
Wraps.
Wraps.
In Westlake, right?
Westlake Village,
Yeah. At Thousand Oaks on
Thousand Oaks.
We're in California over here, so Westlake, Thousand Oaks. And she does some amazing work with the lymphatic body wrapping and all this stuff. And it works in harmony with Flush Your Fat for Good. So she's kind of gave me an offer I couldn't refuse, because our mission is to really change people's lives. And that's what it's about. So that's what we were doing.
Yeah, and just like yesterday, I had a woman coming in all week, and she was from Paris, and she's getting ready for a music video. So I put her on the program, did her wraps, and she was ready for her video shoot within 7 days.
Nice.
7 days you could lose, what,
And then she's
3 pounds?
getting to,
3, 4
she
pounds?
talks to me all the time from Paris with this program that you guys set her up on. She's so happy.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, she's really happy.
Yeah, we're in 5 different countries, and we're looking to go global. We do have a book that we wrote, Flush Your Fat for Good, Be Lean and Healthy for Life. So that's on our website you can check out too. But to continue with you, after we got it on the website, And all her clients from all over the country were starting to like, and the world, in France. Dr. Vicky says,
she was our mediator. Dr. Vicky's our mediator.
right.
I'm the rock in the garden.
Yeah.
Ed McMahon. I'm Ed McMahon.
We were discussing this, and we said we have to do some trial groups, because if we're going to put this out into the public, where we really want you all to be doing this, we got to test it.
Well, I'm a researcher, so I like to see what happens. So we had 2 groups, and we followed them every week on the telephone in a conference call. They reported all their results, 2 different groups, and basically, I can't think of anyone who didn't get results.
Right.
Following it to a T.
Yeah,
so.
you're right.
And we checked with them every week. The results were amazing.
Yeah, also, I think we didn't mention this, but what this does is it turns your brain from burning your food for fuel to burning your stored fat for fuel.
Right. The
So-
premium fuel.
Yeah, and you start burning fat, and the brain switches with what we have.
Which,
And that's why everybody feels so good,
right.
and their skin improves, and digestion is better. So
But you're never hungry. You don't crave. Did you
Right.
have any clients that were hungry or craving?
Well, for the first week, they were kind of, because they're used to their habit, and then just within a few days and everything, the cravings and stuff it stopped.
yeah.
Right.
You have to wait it out.
Right.
It's like
You do.
any drug.
It's like
'cause
it's detoxification. They're
Exactly.
detoxing from the sugars, the breads, the pastas, the potatoes. The starches with the sugar. So yeah, they just have a little bit of a uncomfortable, but not bad. Not even.
It's not
It's-
like withdrawals.
It's
No,
not
it's
with
not
It's
at
just
all.
cravings, right?
Yeah, and it just
It's so
subsides.
yeah.
Just all of a sudden you wake up and you don't have it.
Right.
Well, you
and you
experienced
don't
that.
want it.
That's
Yes.
what's weird. Yeah.
Yes.
And you know what? That you always know it's working, because you can go to Costco and walk through the bakery.
And you can.
And you don't
Yes,
care.
and
can.
smell it, and you don't
Yeah.
even.
It's the weirdest thing. It is
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah.
You're
But-
not snacking the whole time because you honestly don't want it.
Yeah. No. So
Amazing.
we did the 2 trial groups. They went for 12 weeks, approximately 24 people each. Amazing results. And at that point, because of Cathy forcing us to do this, and because of Cathy
did this to
utilizing
Jackie.
it,
She
yeah,
held a gun to her head.
I did. I wasn't going to let her go. This was amazing.
but it's helping people in a way that people no longer have to diet. It is, you don't diet anymore. This is the last time you ever have to worry about your weight. And the thing that it puts you into control.
Yes.
The food is great. We have recipes on the website. We have us making the recipes. We also have the videos of us making the recipes, but we have other things on the website that we would like for you to experience on the VIP level. The VIP level is great when you're just starting, because everything's there to show you how to do it and what you're doing. And with the workbook, it's step by step by step. We put you into what's called habitual ritual, which is you have to have a habit of what you're doing. It's like anything else. And it's not difficult. It's just different. But it's like trying to learn, how to drive a stick shift.
Mm-hmm.
Do you drive a stick shift?
I do.
Yeah. Do you remember learning?
Yes.
Oh, boy. Is there anybody on this planet that, what's the answer for this? Hey, I'm just learning how to drive a stick shift. Can I borrow your car to learn?
And that's how I learned.
Really?
I never drove it before, and I jumped in that car, and I go, oh, stick shift. Okay, how can I do this? Yeah, but I got it.
But can't find it, grind it. You ruin
Right.
everything. Right.
We've all done that.
You want to learn stick shift on my car?
Although I don't think kids know how to drive stick
No,
today.
and they don't know how to tell time either.
No, they don't.
Everything's digital.
Everything's
I know.
digital.
Yeah.
Weird.
But anyway, it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. Everybody feels good on this, and within a week, your cravings are gone. You think smarter. You think sharper. You
Sleep
your
pattern.
mood. Yeah,
Sleep better.
you sleep better. Your moods are better. Most importantly, it's for safe, rapid fat loss, and it's about digestion, absorption, and elimination. Now, most people, okay, I digest, but I'm always bloated or I have gas or whatever. Yeah, because you're not eating right. You're not eating according to how your body's truly been made. You're feeding the God-given body, and you have to understand how God made the body. It's not the good old American, the good old this, the good old that. And when you're young, you can just eat out garbage can and nobody cares, right?
It's true.
It's like my son. He stays thin and he just ate like 15 tacos. But this is for people that really care about their health. They care about their longevity. They care about the quality of health. When I say, how old do you want to be when you take your last breath?
Yeah, and
I want to be 111.
are you asking me?
No, I'm just.
She's looking at me.
Well, what do you want to be?
I'm putting the order in. Okay.
I just want to be active, upright. I don't want to be in a
Self-sufficient.
I don't want to be in a wheelchair.
Right.
I don't want to be on a walker. I want to be able to do what I do now, maybe a little slower, work in the yard, clean my pool, whatever I want to do. And, that's how we're supposed to grow old. We're not supposed to be in wheelchairs. And when
Canes and not be able to walk and be swollen.
Exactly.
And swell on every bite that you eat.
And the sugars and starches that you eat create nothing but inflammation. So that's how you go down into the wheelchair.
Right. Which is,
True.
if you're.
Sugar is.
It's like cocaine on the brain.
It's bad.
Yeah. So
bad.
we don't do that. Now, we have phase 1, phase 2, as you'll see in the workbook. Phase 1 is for safe, rapid fat loss. Bada bing, bada bang. You want it off like yesterday. Phase 2 is when we show you how to put certain things back into your life, but do them right.
Yes.
Okay? We do take you off complete starches, grains, sugars, pastas, potatoes, crackers, cookies, and like Cathy was saying, after a couple of days, you don't even miss it. You don't even care. But when you've got all your fat off and you feel really, really good about how you look, I always say butt naked in the mirror, but just how you feel in your clothes, how you look and you're comfortable and feel healthy. Then we take you into phase 2, and that is the lifestyle for the lifetime. And if you maybe get a little carried away and you put 1 or 2 pounds on because you made a mistake or miscombined.
Or you went on vacation and you just blew it because you chose to. It's your choice.
You go right back to phase 1. You're in control. We're the guides, but we want to make you the guru.
We're also buddies.
And buddies.
Before we go on, I want to give out the phone number just in case somebody would like to call in. Let me put my glasses on. Darn. Okay, the phone number is 818-570-5085. 818-570-5085.
And if you want to call in, we're going to be...
we'll take a few questions.
Yeah, we'll take a few
5
questions.
minutes or so.
I wanted to show you that on the website. We have 2 products. One is called CLA, conjugated linoleic acid, and GLA. This is gamma-linolenic acid. These 2 products are products that we have done a lot of homework on to find the best quality and the highest milligram count that is effective. The CLA prevents the enlargement of your fat cells, and it also helps to break up your fat cells, and then it also helps to build lean muscle mass, because really in your muscle mass is where you're going to be burning your fat as well. And all you have to do is Google CLA, because Google the benefits of CLA.
It's amazing, the benefits.
Cardiovascular, cancer, all different kinds of things that CLA has been noted for. GLA is amazing. It stimulates the brown fat to burn the white fat. Well, when you got something to help you burn fat, you're amazed. So I'm amazed. I'm like, give me 3 of those. So
3 bottles.
Yeah. The GLA stimulates the brown fat to burn the white fat, and it makes your skin glow. Everybody says after they've been on it for about a week, about a
Yes.
week or two, right? It also triggers serotonin in the brain, so it calms you down.
It helps with skin conditions too.
Yes.
It's known for that, and it's also good for in women premenstrual syndrome. It's good for that
Yeah,
too.
so
And it also helps to bring calcium into the tissues because it's a fatty acid, and that's the ferry boat to bring calcium into the tissues, so
Right.
you don't cramp up and stuff.
these are, when you go to fleshyourfatforgood.com, you're going to go to the storefront. You'll see these there, and you will see the book that Dr. Vicky, myself, and Kathleen Powell, we've written this workbook, which is amazing, and it's going to give you all the instructions.
And that's available online too, right? Ebook?
Yeah,
As an
this
ebook
is-
or a hardcover?
Yeah, this is a hardcover. You're going to be able to order this now, and we're sending this out. But I like the fact that it's a digital book is
Yes.
available, so that you can download it, save it to your desktop, and you print it off. That's your kitchen Bible, and you can
You
start
get
right
two
away.
downloads, right? 2 downloads?
Yeah, two downloads, but you can start right away. You know, you just get going. Don't. It's like, oh, it's the afternoon. I'll start tomorrow. No,
Start
no,
right there.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that's really cool that we have that I love is we've made little pads, tear off sheets. This is cool. Tear off a sheet and go to Trader Joe's. It's a or Sprouts or
Yeah.
Sprouts is good.
Or,
Trader Joe's is good.
Costco.
Costco.
Whole Foods.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to mortgage your house sometimes to get the foods over at Whole Foods. Actually, their prices have come down, huh? They're better.
Amazon.
Yeah, exactly. But this is really awesome. This is a little tear sheet, and you can just
Check
grab
off
it.
what you need.
Yeah. Actually, you know what I do? I stick it on the refrigerator
Yeah.
right there, and I go,
And then
oh,
when you
I'm
need
out
it.
of this,
Mhm.
I'm out of that, you know. Another thing that's really cool that we're excited about is we have, because our second pillar in our program is food combining. So we have a food combining chart.
Beautiful.
Very easy. Very easy.
It's cool, huh?
It's
'Cause
very
you can-
easy.
And I have that on my kitchen, so that, it'll tell you the foods.
You've been doing that for 30 years now.
Yeah.
so.
But this is for the kids.
This is for
This is for
everybody.
Savannah and
new
you know.
people
Uh-huh.
and new
No.
newbies.
I have a 70-year-old that loves this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it shows you the foods that don't
It's
combine
at a
well.
glance, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at meat and potatoes don't work, babe.
No.
Right.
So then we have a day, this
And
is
French
Flesh Your Fat
dips.
for Good Day at a Glance, phase 1. You can just look right at it and you can follow this. And then the last thing that we have, and these are all in the storefront, and this is the low glycemic fruit chart. You know, if you eat high glycemic, it instigates an insulin response. We don't want that. We
Right.
want your blood sugar maintained at a low level. This is safe, rapid fat loss, and you want that fat off like yesterday. So, this is the low glycemic fruit chart. So many times I get an email and can I eat this? Can I eat that? Well, what was the other thing? Somebody was, beets. I love beets.
Beets.
Phase 2. But can I have beets? It's really good for my blood pressure.
The
blah, blah,
greens are
blah.
good.
It's not good for your fat. So what you're going to do is in phase 1, go to the internet and do an internet search. Glycemic index of, and then just name the fruit or the food, fruit or vegetables.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So-
under 60, right? That's what we use.
Yeah, you want under 60.
Under 60.
So we're excited that you guys could join us today. This is our first time doing our podcast, and LA Talk Radio is a very cool place to be able to reach out to you all, for you guys to meet Cathy. You've learned so much about her. We wrote about her in our book. That is going to be.
When's that coming out?
It's going to be published. It should be out on the shelf, maybe
January?
a little after the holidays. Yeah. So we'll let you guys know about that, and we want to start doing a book tour with that. So get going, Kathleen.
And then you're going to be at my work.
Yes, and and I am helping Cathy now with some of her clients at Bear Wraps in Thousand Oaks. What's your address?
2695 East Thousand Oaks Boulevard at the Palm Plaza next to 24 Hour Fitness.
She's
Say that again, the number.
2695 East Thousand Oaks Boulevard in the Palm Plaza on Thousand Oaks Boulevard. Right
Excellent.
there. Yeah.
It's interesting because it really works in harmony with her body wraps. I mean, if you've ever had a body wrap, it's a bizarre feeling. It's like, I'm a mummy now.
Not a water loss wrap.
No.
No.
No,
No.
it's a
This is
lymphatic
serious.
body
Right.
wrapping, right?
This is very serious wrap.
Yeah, and it's your own.
You learned from a, who is that guy you learned
Dr.
from?
Lynn Wild.
Yes.
But
He was the
it's
founder of the Melise company.
But isn't it
Use
your
them.
own cream, your own special
We
designed
just
cream?
designed a new essential oil body contouring detoxification wrap.
Nice.
So that's a 7-day detox. The
Yeah.
cream-based one is a 3-day cleanse.
So
Yeah.
how many inches do you take off?
That just it varies
Depends on
because
the
it's not
person.
water loss, so it just depends on all the accumulation of waste that when after the wrap you eliminate and you keep eliminating, and that's when that's the benefit of this whole
Yeah.
thing is that you do contour your body and you are losing inches.
And what do you notice with when it's combined with Flush Your Fat for Good?
Excels cellulite. It just doesn't give you the appearance of cellulite removal. It actually breaks up cellulite
Really?
in the connective tissue. It's not the connective tissue. It's connected to it. So it breaks it up, and because it's fat in a cell filled with
Yes.
water. So with this program, it assists in helping breaking it up for me to have it flush through the body quickly, to eliminate it.
So you like these products?
These products are
because
amazing.
it breaks the fat cells up.
Oh, yes. You can see cellulite being removed and toning and tightening of the skin. Absolutely with the first wrap. By the third wrap, they're half a size to a size smaller. Every 3 wraps, you get a new size.
Well, that's the winning ticket.
Yeah, that's what
To
I'm
combine
talking about
both of
right
them.
there. That's what, because you want safe, rapid fat loss.
Yes.
And you don't want to be starving. You don't want to feel deprived. You don't want to be tired. Most people, in fact, all people on Flush Your Fat for Good is,
They get their energy.
Yeah.
They're happier. Their hormones are more balanced naturally.
right.
When you get your body balanced, your hormones and everything that's going on, it just starts reversing. And you become balanced.
Now, you know what I notice with the guys? They love this because you know exactly what to eat at all times. You know when you go into the store, you know which aisles to go
grocery
down.
store,
Yeah,
right?
the grocery store. You know which aisle to go down. You're going to pick that, pick that, pick that, pick that. And with this new sheet now, it's so easy. And the guys are getting into the cooking part of it because
Yeah.
it's simple. It's all simple. Your hypothalamus is going to love you.
Oh, I mean, everything about them is changing.
Yeah, the men.
The men are like feeling young
Yeah,
again.
I
They
like.
are.
They have vitality. They're feeling young. They see their stomach going down. They're not on the couch sleeping or crashing out right when they get home from work. Everything about them is reversing.
She's got a lot of
Wow.
men, but see,
You
she
have a
did-
lot of male
Well,
Yeah,
she's
clients.
they
got
love this,
celebrities.
yes.
She's got actors, people and businessmen that are having to look good because they have to compete in the
And they're always
in
flying
the world.
everywhere. You're flying everywhere. So these men are just on fire. Now I have their wives.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, yeah, so they know how to be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
And men like to eat. And with Flush Your Fat for Good, you have to eat.
Yeah,
And when they
Right.
go to restaurants and everything, well, I can't. I travel. I go to restaurants. You can whatever restaurant you go to. Well, there's certain ones you would tell them not what the ones that really can't. But the way that this program is that you can go to most any restaurant and order. But it's how you order your food.
Right.
It's how you order. Because I can't do this. I can't do this. It's always I can't because of my career, my job, and I'm on the plane.
Right.
But this program, you can go anywhere in any restaurant. And you can have a full plate and you're losing weight. And people are thinking, oh my gosh, you look so good. You look so good. And you have a full plate.
And you
How
eat
are
so much. Yeah.
How are you looking
You're
so
always
good?
eating so
Yeah.
much. How are you
Because
staying
it's
so
how
thin?
you're ordering. And this is what this program, no matter where you are, you can eat and nobody's knowing that you're even on anything or
Right.
you're even doing anything.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
We've been food combining for 30
we don't
plus
we don't
years.
undereat, we don't overeat, but this trains the brain. Your brain with the satiety center, you are so in control after you've done this for a short period of time. And it's great for the whole family. It's really extremely important for the whole family.
Yes.
You know, kids are going to go wayward. They're going to do this, but you got to have faith in the foundation, because if you start your kids out learning the fundamentals, then later on in life when they start going off and, Mom, I don't feel good, or Dad, I'm getting fat, or something, you know, hey, remember what your mom or what we taught you.
Well, now Jackie's going to be a grandmother. She's going to have a baby little girl.
Ooh.
And Savannah looks absolutely beautiful. So Jackie, because of Savannah's foundation, as the baby's developing, the intestinal tract, the colon, the digestion, everything is starting to work properly, the way that the body is designed to grow. So when that baby comes out, it's not going to have a twisted up colon already.
Right.
Because babies, you know, that are growing in the stomach, if you're not eating right, or the way that we're designed to eat, the intestinal tract and the colon and how they grow is not right.
Well,
Savannah is going to be.
She's going to be.
The baby's going to be amazing.
And you know what they say? It used to be you are what you eat, but it's no longer. It's you are what she ate.
It's the truth.
Exactly.
No, it's the truth.
Seriously.
It's true.
Yeah. So we want to thank you all for joining us. We had a good time. We're hoping you guys.
You know, we had a Skype person calling in, but I don't know where she went.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what happened. Well, next time. Call in next
Yeah.
time.
And next time we're going to have a webcam link for you all too. And but I'm glad we had plenty of time that we could talk with you and let everybody meet and see you for the first time after 4.5 years, 4 years.
And this is our first show, so we
Yeah.
hope to be doing this, you know. And please go to our website, fleshyourfatforgood.com. Check it out. And if it makes sense to you, you know, try it for like 8 weeks. It doesn't hurt to try it, you know. And, you know, the holidays are coming up too.
Oh, gosh, you guys
So-
got to tell them about our holidays.
Well,
We have
you know,
1 minute.
Okay,
we
1
have
minute.
1
honey.
minute to tell you, but honest to God, if you guys get started now, all of our trial groups started with Halloween.
Yes.
Because we wanted to make sure that if you wanted to lose fat, you're committed, let's go through Halloween to show you that you can do Halloween, Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Christmas, and then in New Year's Eve, you don't have to do a New Year's Eve resolution. You can do something else for
Well,
that.
the best and the most delicious meals that we had during the holidays,
Yeah.
every holiday we went together.
And we're
Yes.
all on
We
the
have this-
same page.
Yes. Yep.
So, yeah.
So
All right.
we're going to
Thank
sign
you.
off.
We want to say God bless to all of you, and we look forward to seeing you next
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time, next week.
You're listening to Flush Your Fat for Good with Jackie and Dr. Vicky, only on LA Talk Radio.